Hello everyone. In this video of chapter Chemical Kinetics, I will be talking about zero order reaction, pseudo first order reaction, and effects of catalyst on rate of reaction. Zero order reactions. The rate of zero order reaction is independent of rate reactant concentration. If I am telling you this is zero order reaction where A is transforming into a product, then the concentration of A will not affect the rate of reaction. If I am writing the differential rate law for this, it would be minus dA upon dt, which is equal to K multiplied by A raised to power 0. 0 is order of reaction, and it implies that A is a reactant which concentration is not affecting the rate of a reaction. If I am rearranging this equation, I would be getting dA is equal to minus K dt. If A0 is the initial concentration at time 0 and AT is the concentration at time t, and on integrating this equation from limit A0 to AT and time 0 to t, I would be getting AT minus A0 is equal to minus KT, or KT is equal to A0 minus AT. I can rearrange. Rate constant would be A0 minus AT upon T, and the unit of the rate constant for zero order reaction would be mole dm raised to power minus 3 T raised to power minus 1. Now, half-life of zero order reaction. This is the expression we obtained for zero order reaction of rate constant if time is becoming half-life and AT becomes A0 upon 2. Then what will happen? We will get the expression T half is equal to A0 upon 2K. This is the relation between the half-life and rate constant for zero order reaction. And there are some zero order reaction like decomposition of ammonia or decomposition of nitric oxide. And if we are plotting graph in between the final concentration and time t, we would be saying it is coming as a straight line, because as we are comparing this equation with the equation y equals to mx plus c, it is not originating from 0 because c has got some value, and what is happening? The concentration is decreasing as time is increasing. Now, pseudo first order reactions. There are certain reactions which are expected to be of higher order, but they used to follow first order kinetics. For example, hydrolysis of methyl acetate. Methyl acetate, on hydrolyzing, it will produce acetic acid and CH3OH. If we are writing its rate law, we would be writing rate is equal to K multiplied by concentration of CH3COCH3 multiplied by concentration of water. This reaction is expected to follow the second order kinetics, but actually it is first order reaction. Reaction is water here in this reaction is taken in a large excess, and that change in its concentration is negligible compared to the initial one, or its concentration remain constant. The reaction proceeding towards the product. Now, if I am saying H2O concentration is constant, I am taking it K double dash, then I can replace K double dash by this. I am replacing water concentration of water by K double dash. The equation would be rate is equal to K dash concentration of methyl acetate and K double dash, or K equals to K dash multiplied by K double dash. So the reaction is first order reaction. Now, the next topic and the last topic is effect of catalyst on rate of reaction. We all know catalyst is the substance which used to increase the rate of reaction, and itself it is not being consumed in the reaction. For example, if I am taking potassium chlorate without catalyst, it will take time to convert into potassium chloride and oxygen gas. But when I am adding MnO2 into it, the rate of reaction would increase. A catalyst is a compound which used to provide the alternate pathway to the reactant. It used to lower down the activation energy. Here it is a graph which is plotted in between the reaction concentration and activation energy. If we are doing this reaction without catalyst, it has to follow this path. Alright, and if I am putting catalyst, it has to follow this path. It has chosen the alternate path, and that path is having lower activation energy. So what will happen? The compound will turn up into potassium chloride and oxygen gas comparatively quickly. We can say here the barrier for uncatalyzed reaction is larger than that of same reaction which is happening in the presence of manganese dioxide, right? Or we can explain this with the help of the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. It is decomposing to give you water and oxygen. At room temperature, the rate of reaction is slow and its activation energy is 76 kilojoule per mole. But when we are providing iodide ion into the reaction becomes faster and its activation energy becomes lower and it is 57 kilojoule per mole. Suppose this is the graph which is plotted where the fraction of molecules is compared to energy. Here is the activation energy value where the compound is turning up into product. Catalyst is lowering down the value of activation energy. That is why what is happening? The compound will decompose quickly, and such reaction are called as catalyzed reaction, and because of the presence of catalyst, the rate of reaction will also increase. So this is all about the effect of catalyst on a rate of reaction.